So, have you ever thought about coming to Waikiki? And have you dreamed about coming and visit Waikiki? If you've never been here, I would like to take you on a walking tour on Kalakaua Avenue. And the reason I picked out Kalakaua Avenue because that's the first street that's parallel on the shoreline. And when I first came to Hawaii over 18 years ago, I stayed in Waikiki and I really like the vibe of the street. It's very vibrant. It's a lot of tourists walking around, shops, restaurants, and I just like the feel of it. I like to walk on the street, and even after all these years I've been living here in Hawaii, I still enjoy visiting and walking on the street. So that's why I decided to take you on Kalakaua. And before I take you there, let me show you where I am right now. I'm right now here in Fort DeRussy Park, and this is a government property, and right next to it is the Kalakaua Hotel, the military hotel, and right there on the distance, that's Hilton Hawaiian Village. So the Hilton Hawaiian Village is very famous for the Friday night fireworks. You probably heard about it. So the beach right here, it could be very crowded on Friday nights because everybody gathers together to watch the fireworks. And right here in front of me, those are volleyball nets. So in the evening you can see people play volleyball, and right behind me is pickleball courts. So there are people playing pickleball here as well. An interesting fact about Waikiki, I don't know if you ever researched it, but I was actually surprised to find out that Waikiki used to be wetlands. So, because it was wetlands, they have to build Aloha Canal, and that was built in the 1920s. So they used the Aloha Canal to drain the water and build what Waikiki is known today. So because it was wetland, guess what? There was no sand. So they have to bring the sand over. So if you've been to California, I actually went to visit in La Jolla like several years ago. The beaches right there are so wide. So we don't have beaches like that here in Hawaii, in Waikiki. So this is one of the widest beaches right here in front of the Kalakaua of the military hotel. And that's why I decided to show you this part of Waikiki before I take you on Kalakaua. And what I'm gonna do is I'll actually end my Kalakaua tour with Queens Beach. So that's the other white sand beach that it's here in Waikiki. And so, are you excited to walk on Kalakaua with me? Okay, let's go. And before we go there, if this is your first time on my channel, let me introduce myself. I'm Daisy and I'm a realtor here in Hawaii. So if you are thinking about moving here and if you don't know anything about Hawaii, if you don't know anybody, feel free to reach out. You can actually call me, text me, email me. My contact info is in the description below. I would love to help. And if you're scared, don't be, because I came to Hawaii over 18 years ago, almost 19, without knowing anything or anybody about Hawaii. So I've been in the same shoes. So don't hesitate, just reach out, and mahalo for watching, and let's go. So right now we are on Kalakaua Avenue. Kalakaua is actually starts a little bit further than where I'm walking right now. But here is the more exciting part. Here is the part with stores and shops and restaurants and bars. And what I like about it, like you can see, they have on the sidewalk says Makai towards the sea. So they have that in the sidewalk of Waikiki, so I like that. And this right here is Tommy Bahama. And Tommy Bahama is a fashion designer, and they have, as you can see on the top second floor, on the top rooftop, they have a restaurant and a bar. So it's a very pleasant atmosphere. And right next to Tommy Bahama, you have the Hard Rock Cafe. I used to go to the Hard Rock Cafe maybe 13, 14 years ago, kind of regularly, and then I stopped. But it's a very nice place with local bands performing. And so this is Kalakaua Avenue. See this busy street? Usually that's the main stretch here in Waikiki. So that's where all the tourists pretty much walk around to go shopping, to go to the beach. And local people also travel. If you live in and work in Waikiki, for example, you have to commute, so that's why there is also traffic, there is also cars. But Kalakaua is famous because there are a lot of hotels here. So the famous Royal Hawaiian Hotel, the Pink Hotel, is here. I'm not gonna go inside of the property to show you the hotel, but if you're interested to check it out, let me know. And I will make another video for you where I'm gonna showcase the hotel for you. Because the Pink Hotel is very iconic. When you see postcards from Hawaii, that's what you see, right? The Pink Hotel right in the middle. And so Kalakaua is very famous for shopping. All the high-end stores, like you can see here, is Dior. Across the street is Tiffany's. Right there is Louis Vuitton. And so right here where it says Tiffany, that's where the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center starts. And the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center is very spacious. It's several floors, 3 floors. And that's where my favorite sushi restaurant in Waikiki is located. And my favorite Thai restaurant, it is Doraku, the sushi restaurant, and Noi is the Thai restaurant. But this is the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center. And here, no cars here, so it's a perfect shot. No cars. And the buildings right there, that's the Ritz-Carlton. And you can purchase actually a condo at the Ritz-Carlton. So if you come here to Hawaii often, and if you're tired of paying the hotel bills and pay resort fee charges, and maybe you can consider getting a condo hotel, like in Ritz-Carlton, for example. So if you are interested, just let me know. And I would like to give you more information and help you out. And also here at the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center, they also have food court. So if you want to try something, let's say if you don't want to go to a high-end upscale restaurant, you can come here to the food court. And the food court is right here. And there are many stores inside. And Victoria's Secret is right there on the top floor, above Victoria's Secret, right here above the Victoria's Secret. That's Buhu Cantina. So if you're into a Latin dance, they have sometimes bands, live bands performing salsa, for example. And if you're staying at the Sheraton, this is the entry for the Sheraton Waikiki. But here in Hawaii, you can actually grab a booklet. They have some coupons, some things to do, some magazines. So if you want to have a second opinion of what to do, you can check them out. And on the top right there, on the very top, that's probably my favorite rooftop bar. It's called Sky Waikiki. And Sky Waikiki has a really nice panoramic views of Waikiki. I really enjoy it. It's very romantic. And where I'm heading right now is I'm heading to Island Vintage Coffee. So let me show you this bench here. It's really cool. But Island Vintage Coffee is probably my favorite shop for acai bowl. As you can see here on the second floor, that's the food court. You go here by the escalator. But look at that bench. Isn't the bench cool? I think it is cool. And of course, Honolulu Coffee Company, they have samples as well. And the ABC stores,
Of course, ABC stores are everywhere. I read somewhere on the internet that there are 36 ABC stores in Waikiki. And I really like this area. It's very beautiful. And a duck is swimming. Look at the duck. Can you see the duck? Can you see the duck? There are a lot of ducks here and chickens, of course, in Hawaii. And so this is the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. So this is the pink hotel, as you can see. Like I mentioned, I'm not gonna go inside of the hotel. I don't feel comfortable walking among people in, this is their hotel rooms. But if you're curious to see it, let me know and I can definitely go inside and take a video for you. But that's the pink hotel and that's the Sheraton right there. So Sheraton has a direct ocean view and of course the pink hotel as well. But my favorite restaurant, Doraku Sushi, is up there, and my coffee shop, the Island Vintage Coffee, is right there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to take the escalator so I can show you Doraku Sushi. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, so they're not open. But the Island Vintage Coffee is, and it's always crowded. And because Kalakaua is high-end places, high-end stores, just to let you know, they have H&M right there. And right there it's Ross. And on the other corner where this building right there is, the beige-looking building, right about behind the corner, that's Nordstrom Rack. So they have bargain shopping here as well. But these are, I guess, all the food court places. And when you take the escalator to the second floor, that's where we're going right now to show you Doraku Sushi. Like I mentioned, they're closed. It's 10 a.m. And right now it's a Chinese New Year. Yesterday was a Chinese New Year. Today is, what day is today? Let me check. Today is February 18, 2026. So yesterday was Chinese New Year. So you can see the lanterns. But this is where Doraku is. They're closed right now. I don't know if you can see their menu. But you can also go online and check it out. But this is part of the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center. Isn't it cool? And because of the Chinese New Year, they decorated it. So now we are going to Island Vintage Coffee. And that's like I mentioned, probably my favorite spot here in Waikiki for Saibo. They're super busy, very busy. I always go and they always have a big line. So this is Island Vintage right there. As you can see how crowded it is and it's a big line. But right next to it, well, there's a restaurant and we're gonna go to the restaurant. But I really like the decorations for the Chinese New Year. How do you like it? Isn't it cool? And we were right there a moment ago. So how do you enjoy the tour so far? What do you think about Kalakaua? What do you think about Waikiki? Today is a sunny day. Right now it's like 74 degrees. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's February. I think it's perfect weather. It's not like in the mainland right now. It's cold and winter. So now let's go to Island Vintage Coffee and have an acai bowl. And you can see this is the restaurant I was talking to you about. And that's where we're going right now to have a acai bowl. And it's busy, but this is their menu. They offer quite
the assortment, but here is the side bowls. So what I actually order is the hopia, and the hopia is coconut. Isn't it cute and pretty? Okay, I will enjoy my side bowl. Aloha. Okay, so we're here at the Moana Surfrider, and I love this hotel. It's very beautiful, it's very picturesque, and I've been here for so many years, and this is the first time I see they have a plaque actually. So the Moana Hotel is opened in 1901 as the Waikiki's first hotel, and it's called the First Lady in Waikiki, and Walter Chamberlain Peacock is the original owner of the Moana Hotel, and it opened its door 75 rooms, and it was only $150 per night, and at that time $150 per night was a lot of money. The owner of the Royal Hawaiian Hotel in 1932, Metson Navigation Company, bought the Moana Hotel for $1.6 million. Metson continued to operate both premier resorts until 1959, when it sold them to the Sheraton Hotel chain. The same year, Hawaii entered statehood. 1959 was also the first year of jet airline service to the islands. Wow, okay, I didn't know. So I've been here for so many years and I've never seen this flag. But we are going to see now the hotel. But you can see back in the day there was nothing around. It's not nothing was built in. So this is a picture from 1933. That was all in 1933, and this is 1937. And this is in the 1930s. That's a lot of people at the beach. But I like looking at those pictures and see what it has been back in the day. I think that's really
tree. And so they have a restaurant here, the beach house at the Moana, and they have a beach bar, and the beach is right there. But I wanted to show you this tree. Look at that tree. So this one is the Moana banyan tree. It is planted in 1904. So it's a very old tree. So now it stands over 75 feet tall, and it's spanning over 150 feet wide. And this tree is actually protected under the state law, and a permit is required for annual trimming. Isn't it cool? And the beach is right there. So great location, beautiful hotel, beautiful property. And for privacy reasons, I don't want to show people it by laying by the pool and the beach. So, but what do you think of the hotel so far? Isn't it beautiful? I really enjoy it here. And you have rocking chairs right here by the veranda, so you can sit on a rocking chair and check Kalakaua. And that's the international marketplace. It used to be, when I first came to Hawaii, it used to be a local spot where people can come and get different souvenirs. And right now it's just a very fancy shopping mall. And what they did is they kept the original banyan tree. So this is the tree, and I really like the way they utilized it. But that's a plug for the international marketplace. It used to be a shopping destination, and a lot of people actually miss the old marketplace because it has an authentic Hawaiian feel, and this right now is just a high-end mall. So if you want to come for high-end shopping, Target is by the way here. So if you live here in Waikiki, it is convenient. Target is here. And there are several restaurants upstairs, so you can grab a bite to eat.
I hope you enjoyed the walking tour with me. How did you like it? Please let me know, leave a comment below. This is my first walking tour of Kalakaua, of Waikiki and Hawaii. So I would like to hear your feedback. Thank you for watching. And because this is very long walk, I will actually film another part of the walking tour in Kalakaua. So if you want to see the rest of Kalakaua, let me know. And thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please like it and subscribe and show your support. I appreciate you. Mahalo.